we might be getting to see some RAMATTRA gameplay early on. RAMATTRA has been everyone's most hyped hero so far in Overwatch 2 with his insanely cool aesthetics and the fact that he is a new tank. And if you want an advantage on being a good RAMATTRA player when he comes out, you should come and check out our website GameLeap.com. We have hundreds of videos and courses designed specifically to help you improve at your best heroes or your best role, so consider coming and checking out the fundamentals of tank that we made so that when RAMATTRA drops, you'll know exactly what to do to adjust with his kit. Simply follow the link in the description below or go to GameLeap.com to get your sub today and see what top level coaching has to offer. So getting into it, it seems that we might be getting to see some RAMATTRA gameplay this week. A tweet by Neary reads, "Will Overwatch 2's new hero RAMATTRA gameplay reveal this week? A new video has been pre-uploaded on the hashtag Overwatch 2 YouTube." Now obviously this means that there are a lot of assumptions to be made in this story. For starters, I don't see any sources for Neary saying that there has been a video pre-uploaded on the YouTube, which does actually make sense because this would have to be coming from a source that is within Blizzard and actually has access to the YouTube channel. And since Neary has proven to be a trustworthy source for leaks in the past, I don't see any reason to not believe this case either. And the reason why it might be coming out this week is because, as we all know, the second season of Overwatch 2 is going to be coming out on December 6th, and with it comes the drop of RAMATTRA. There's sadly not much more information on this side of the story, but it's safe to say that people are extremely excited for this drop, with people on Twitter saying things like, "I don't care if RAMATTRA is D tier. The moment that mother drops, I am getting his golden gun." In any case, there will be more updates on this as they come, so be sure to keep your eyes and ears open for the RAMATTRA drop on the Overwatch channel and for our reaction here on this one. In other news, Tracer right now is getting affected by a bug that is actually making her far better than she should be at the moment. So at this current time, Tracer has no damage fall off under 20 meters. So normally she's supposed to have a gradual damage drop off as she gets further and further away from her target until it gets to a certain point where she's pretty much doing nothing. But as it is right now, it's less of a drop-off range and more of a drop-off cliff, because as of right now, anywhere between 0 to 20 meters, you are going to do your absolute maximum damage output to your target. It doesn't matter if you're right in front of them or if you're at the very end of that range, and the second you step out further than 20 meters, there is a very stark difference in how much damage you're dealing. Now, knee-jerk reaction to the community has been thinking that Tracer is going to get disabled, much like we saw with Torb, Bastion, and May, which honestly is a fair assumption to make because that has been the devs' approach to fixing characters that have bugs. But Aaron Keller from Blizzard, who if you don't know is a game director for Overwatch 2, said in a Reddit comment in response to this bug, "Hello all, we're currently investigating and planning to address this bug in a future patch. However, this has seemingly been in the game for the last few builds. We just verified it in the Halloween patch. And while the sharp damage drop off for Tracer is definitely a bug, her overall power level has been okay. We are not planning to disable Tracer, and when we fix the bug, we will also look at additional changes to her kit to compensate." There was an interesting, noteworthy comment made by another content creator who goes by the name Kefri. He is a Widow player and Twitch streamer. And he goes on to say in response that it didn't sit right with me that seemingly no one identified this bug if it indeed had been in the game for the last few builds. Upon investigating this scenario, I do not believe this has seemingly been in the game for the last few builds, nor could it have been verified in the Halloween patch. He went on to post a few clips that showed a Tracer firing under 19 meters while still beyond 13, which means that she should have been applying maximum damage still, since that's under 20, and it did not apply the suggested damage values. And after looking at the clips myself, it does actually seem like he's right. The dates on the clips actually do verify that it is from the Halloween patch, and the Tracers are all within the correct ranges, so they should be dealing max damage, and they certainly are not. So on the one hand, it doesn't make any sense why Blizzard would lie about this. I don't see what they would stand to gain, and on the other hand, I can't really deny what I'm looking at right now. It's very clear. In any case, this bug has certainly bumped up Tracer's overall power level, and I haven't really seen many people complain about playing against Tracer in Overwatch 2 aside from the original poster. For most of the game's history, Tracer has been seen as one of the most balanced characters in the game because she is definitely potent if you are good at her, but she requires a lot of skill to get to that point. And even when you do get good at her, because she is so weak in terms of health, there is actually a bunch of heroes that can do a lot to deal with her that don't require as much skill on the player's side. Someone like Torb with his turret that can chip her down without needing to aim is an excellent choice, and his right-click shotgun blast, which means you don't have to be as precise when you're dueling her one-on-one, or D.Va with her Matrix being able to stop an entire Tracer Tracer clip and give her team more time to shoot at her. Both very solid options for shutting down a Tracer, even really good ones, so I haven't really seen many people complain about her, but maybe that'll change now that she has such a long drop-off range. Either way, I'm curious to hear what you guys think, so be sure to comment on this down below and tell me, do you think Tracer is broken right now? Moving on, we have some pretty sad news. NES Kane, who was a very prominent artist at Blizzard, is now leaving. You may recognize their work as some of the origin stories of different heroes such as Kiriko and Sigma and Drunker Queen. A tweet made by NES Kane themselves says, "Today is my last day at Blizzard. I'm so grateful for everything I learned over there and all the great people I met." Honestly, I am quite sad to see this because I love the Blizzard origin stories, and NES Kane's style is unique enough that I don't know how it'll look when someone comes in to replace it or try to replicate it. I mean, I still remember the feelings I had when I saw the Sigma origin story, and I felt like I needed to main that character immediately. And I mean, we can't forget to mention the RAMATTRA origin story that came out recently that got everybody hyped to play the character. In any case, we'll see what happens going forward and whether or not they're going to bring someone in to just try to replicate the style, which I think would be a really bad move, to be completely frank with you. I think even though the origin stories have been a consistent style, I'm hoping that there were multiple artists that worked on them and it can continue to look that way. But if NES Kane was the main driving artist behind all the origin stories, I think we just need to bring someone in who's new and has their own sort of spin on things. And either way, I thought it would just be important to quickly touch on because a lot of people like the origin story stuff. That's a pretty big element of the game ever since 2016. And one last quick little thing, if you are one of those players who logged on and saw that they got a Sojourn reward of some kind that looked like a legendary skin and you went to check and saw nothing, you are not alone. Turns out that Craig, the community manager, who you might remember as the crying fella from our patch delayed video, posted on the 17th saying that starting today we are offering free rewards for players by logging into Overwatch 2 through the end of the month. Log in on the following dates to collect all three. The first reward, which is a Sojourn reward, says log in from November 17th at 11 AM PST to November 21st at 11 AM PST and get the Sojourn Optics highlight intro. So it's a highlight intro. If you log in between November 21st and November 26th, you will get the Drunker Queen 5 Fingers highlight intro. And finally, if you log in from the 26th to the 30th, you will get the Kiriko on the Wind highlight intro. So yeah, if at some point over the next couple of weeks you are confused because you got some kind of reward and it doesn't really clearly tell you anywhere what that reward is, then use this as a reference. Because to be quite honest, we are sorely missing the old new feature that you would get whenever you unlock something new and it would tell you exactly what it was that you got. Especially for players who don't really keep up with posts like this, they really have just no idea. They just get something and they're like, okay, I don't know what that was, because it doesn't tell you anywhere. But in any case, if you want these rewards, don't forget to log in on these dates, and don't be confused if you get a drop that is unexpected. It was probably one of these three things. In any case, that is going to be today's video all wrapped up. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. In order to support us and see more educational guides and news content, don't forget to like and subscribe and check out our website. I'm telling you, it has some amazing content up there, so go and take a look. In the meantime though, guys, this has been Highway. It's always great speaking with you. I will see you all again very soon. Take care and peace.